What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the May edition of the Growth with Greg vlog. I know it's a little bit late. I know I usually get these videos up earlier, but I was honestly, really considering scrapping the vlog this month because it got crazy busy, but also I was battling injuries, so I wasn't able to achieve my goal this month. But I still recorded some footage, so I had to share that with you guys. So we're still gonna get a mindful moment, a great core exercise, as well as some variations that are gonna help us sculpt that midsection this summer, and a great health nutrition tip for you guys. With all that footage, I figured might as well still share it and not just hoard onto it or scrap it. And I guess you'll just get another vlog in another couple weeks and see what happened in June. Maybe I was feeling a little bit healthier, maybe I got to achieve my goal, or who knows. But either way, let's check this vlog out and see what's in store. This month's mindful moment came as a result of me doing one of my morning gratitudes, and oftentimes show a lot of gratitude to a few of the same people. So this time around I wanted to dig a little deeper, and it brought me back to my childhood, back at my park kid days in the Chicago Park District. And one thing about Kelvin Park is if you were going to go through that park and Joanne was there, you were going to take your hat off in the building. And it made me think about like boundaries and setting rules and discipline, and how if we want to respect ourselves, then we got to set those boundaries. Like, what are our no hats in the building moments, like regardless of who it was, like whether you had been there going there for years, or you're a supervisor from another park, or you're one of the badass little gang members from the neighborhood. She didn't care if you were going to that water fountain 8 feet away, you were going to take that hat off. And it kept the park respectful. Nothing bad happened in the field house ever. Like, if you try to be sneaky, she'd catch your ass and kick you out. But it joined it back to our diets, our lifestyle changes, or our habits, or results that we want to get. We're gonna have to draw those lines in the sand and be like, hey, this is not gonna be crossed. And what is it gonna be for you? Like, how are you gonna show that respect for yourself? Is it gonna be your diet, your activity, your sleep, your stress management? Like, what are those lines that you're like, hey, these are no-goes, or maybe you just need to tweak it and limit it, whatever it may be. But what's gonna work for you? This month's nutrition tip is about finding your fuel. And what I mean by that is, I know how often I preach talking about health and fitness and recovery and the importance of it, but one thing that's actually more important than those itself is finding what fuels those. And what I mean by that, at the end of the day, sometimes what keeps us from our goals and what keeps us going can be the idea behind it. And if we have a self-deprecating fuel for our goals, a lot of times we're more than likely going to fail. What I mean by finding your fuel is not only finding out what fuels you, but making sure that it is also something positive. Because if you're trying to be a better version of yourself, but your fuel is you think you're such a bad person, then once you achieve your goal, that's not going to, in essence, make you feel like a better person. You might feel like a better version of a bad person, but if you think you're bad at your core, then when you achieve your goal, whether it's having XYZ or whatever it may be, you're still gonna feel like you're that individual. Now, if you think that you're a good person, but you might have made bad decisions and you can better that, then that's gonna be better fuel, because at the end of the day, at the core of who you are and the core of what you're trying to be is more positive versus trying to necessarily right a wrong. It's like there's in essence nothing wrong. It's just that
it can be improved. And that's going to fuel you because you can see a margin for improvement. If you see yourself as a bad person, then sometimes you might not see those opportunities where you can improve because at your core you feel like there's no opportunity for that improvement. So what I mean by finding your fuel is, in essence, doing that, seeing those opportunities where you are being fueled by negativity. Yes, that's a good starting point perhaps, but it's not a good point to take you from point A to point B. So it's the opportunity now to reassess that and find that fuel that's going to get you where you need to go.